This live stream is sponsored in part by Tint Wiz. Tint Wiz is a CRM suite designed for window tinters. From acquisition to invoicing and everywhere in between, you can run your business more efficiently and more profitably with Tint Wiz. Check it out at tintwiz.com. You can also download it for iOS and Android. Don't forget your free 30-day trial at sign up. This live stream is also sponsored in part by Dry Shrink Prep. Dry Shrink Prep is the healthy alternative to dryer sheets. Made with 100% all natural ingredients, Dry Shrink Prep is changing the industry for the better, one shrink at a time. For more information and a purchase, go to dryshrinkprep.com. This live stream is also sponsored in part by Solar Effects Window Films. At Solar Effects Window Films, their goal is simple: make your car look hotter while keeping your interior cooler. Their automotive window films are manufactured with the most advanced technologies available, which allow them to deliver a broad range of products to meet your needs. Check out solareffectswindowfilms.com and find out why they're the fastest growing film company in the US. Lastly, this live stream is sponsored in part by you, the viewers. If you're watching on YouTube through the power of Super Chat, or if you're watching on Facebook through the link in the description, you're able to go ahead and donate to the channel. All proceeds go to help support the channel and are much appreciated. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream here, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome back to another one, guys. Again, we are restreaming here, so if you guys are on YouTube, what's going on? Make sure to say hi in the chat. If you guys are on Facebook, in either the Facebook group or in the Facebook business page, either or, just say hi. I think I've learned that in the Facebook business page, that is public, and I can share that with people. But like people, it's hard for people to comment, or like the names don't pop up. So do apologize about that. So let me let's go ahead and get started here. Before we get started here, I'm gonna go ahead and pop something up in the chat. If you guys can see, I threw a chat box right in here, so everyone that's going to be able to chat, whether on Facebook, on either of the Facebook groups, or on YouTube, your comments are going to pop up right here and whatnot too, so you can kind of see what other people are talking about and what other people are bringing into the conversation here. So if you guys are on Facebook, though, if you could do me a favor, I went ahead and put a link into the chats, which is right. If you guys can take a moment to share that within any other groups that might be affiliated with automotive aftermarket, things of that nature, go ahead. It helps out tremendously. Thank you 1,000 thank yous. Where my music's at. What an interesting week so far. So things are finally getting back together. For the last month, it's been crazy. It's either the shop, we were partially open, then we were about to close, and then we closed, and then we were mobile, then we were kind of mobile, half doing Sun Solutions, and now we're back half a week, and then now we're fully back. It's been crazy. So just a quick recap here. I am back at the shop. The shop is back into full swing. So that is where it is so far. The state in regards to Florida, the governor is started like phase 1 of like reopening. So they're letting restaurants go at like 25% capacity, outside seating 6 feet away. Excuse me. Most places are recommending or making masks. I went to Costco today for lunch, and they were making everyone wear masks, things of that nature. So Florida, it's slowly starting to come back. And like I said, with Sun Solutions, the goal was to be able to just document the process of me being able to go through starting a business and see what's working and whatnot. I did do some advertising in the month of April. I think I spent like $500 on advertising in the month of April, but it is a crazy time because I was like, I figured it would either be really great or really bad, right? Because if a lot of people were working from home, some people weren't working at all and didn't have any money. Some people were working from home and doing just fine and had availability to get their cars tinted. So it was kind of a crapshoot, not your norm. So as of right now, it's fine. We're finally getting able to be like going back to normal, like somewhat of normalcy in regards to business for me. I am running advertising for Sun Solutions Tinting right now, and I'm kind of my main focus for advertising is Facebook targeting ads and marketing, and so I'm kind of testing out, I guess, different things and seeing like if I post about recent work, does that get people's interests involved? Do I put like a small brief informational, so I'm kind of trying to play with a little bit of different aspects and kind of see what kind of returns I get. I did see, if you guys haven't, they might still be going because Eric sometimes goes overtime for sure, but Eric had a Tint Wiz tonight with I want to get this right. I don't he's still going. Oh no, he's not. No, he's not. Okay, hold on. Tint Wiz, I want to get this right. Tint Wiz. Who did he have on McCoy? I forget his first name. McCoy is his first name. McCoy Hawkins. He has like a tint shop, and he does marketing, Facebook marketing as well. And I think he has a private group where he talks about Facebook marketing and things like that. So that's one live stream that I definitely wanted to check out. I wasn't able to watch it live because especially on live stream nights when I'm here in the studio and I'm live streaming, I get home, I have to eat dinner, take a shower, and then I might have an hour or two with the family before I have to come back in here and start setting things up and whatnot. So I didn't get to watch it live, but if you haven't watched that, go ahead and make sure to watch it. And actually, let's see here. Let's see if I can find it. I'm gonna add it into copy link. All right, so right in here in the chat right here, I'm gonna go ahead and hit that right there. That's the link to tonight's Tint Wiz with McCoy Hawkins. It looks like he's the founder of Indianola Window Tint. Am I not saying that right? Indianola. Okay, Indianola. Okay, and then he also does the Facebook group McCoy's Ads Automotive Marketing. I was very interested in this, but I wasn't able to watch it live, but I am going to be able to watch it. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and click on that link, go ahead and check them out and whatnot. Z Customs, what's going on, baby? Welcome 1,000 welcomes. Got to make sure that I am getting all the chats. I should be getting all the chats. I just want to make sure here. Yeah.
Daniel Reyna super chatted $14.99. What's up, Mr. Pat? Hi, you all.
Daniel Reyna in the house, starting it off with a $15 super chat. Definitely appreciate it, Daniel Reyna. Thank you very much. Thank you. What's up, Mr. Pat? How y'all? Welcome. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of what we were talking about. Yeah. So I got an email today. I did apply for one of the small business loans through the small business loan the government thing, the Small Business Loan Administration. They were doing not the payment relief or the employment payment relief, but there was a bridge loan that they were offering to people, and I did apply for it, and I didn't get any word, but it was weird because out of the blue today I got an email, and let me see here, let me show you here. This was the email I got, and I kind of snapped it and put it on my Facebook group here. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of just informing me that they understand that COVID, just put everyone into a little bit of a damper, obviously financially, and that they are processing it. It's just going to take some time. And as you can see on the right here, there were some comments in regards to it. I got the same email. I got the same here. And then one guy, Todd Cohen, says, I never got an email, just deposit money into my account. So those are good things. I guess those emails are going about. And that changes the game a little bit. That changes the game a little bit for me because I don't know. That's the whole thing. Like, what do I do? I wasn't planning on getting this basically money to be able to continue to work. Because I mean, you got to think about it too. It's not, I didn't choose the very best time to start a business. You know, I spent 28,000 on a van. You know, there's window film purchases and all kinds of other stuff. And I just dropped, I think $400 or $500, probably closer to $500. I gotta do the math. It's close to $500, but I got a whole setup for a professional headlight restoration set. And I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna do it and whatnot, and I'm gonna add that into my business as well. But I've invested websites, time, energy, and the whole nine. So the idea is this is going to be able to push in working capital. I just don't know. That's what I was going to ask you guys. I don't know. Like, my old lady's kind of on the fence. She's like, I don't know. It's, if you guys don't know, the bridge loan was supposed to be up to $50,000, and it's obviously to help you know, keep working capital within the business. And it's not a free loan. It's not one of those relief loans. It's up to 50,000, and it's 0% interest for a year. For whenever you sign, from the date you sign, you get 1 year to pay it back at 0% interest. After which, after the first year, the interest goes to 12%. Now that's what they were advertising. Now, if that changes and that goes to something else, then that's a different story. But that's what it was so far. So I'm kind of just I'm trying to figure out whether or not, number one, do I want to take advantage of it? And maybe I was trying to get some input too from you guys as well. What do you guys think? You know, I told my old lady, I said, you know, that the transition was supposed to be slow from Sun Solutions Tinting, from my regular day job to Sun Solutions Tinting, my normal day job, to my I want to be my normal day job, right? But you have to move everything slowly, because I don't want, I have to be strategic about it, because I'm the only one that works in my family. So I need to have enough money to be able to do that and not risk, you know, going to financial ruin or whatever. But like this, I think this changes the game, because I don't know, because this way I could switch over. I know I have enough money, working capital, to pay myself what I need to get paid and not have to stress every single day. Like, I still have to work, don't get me wrong, but like, I can focus a lot on this one. And I feel like, and feel free to hop in on the chat and let me know what you guys are thinking. But I feel like I'm stepping over dollars to pick up pennies, right? Because if I have an opportunity to work my own outfit full time, you know, that's a lot of potential money. And the idea was, for the transition, was that I was gonna go like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday be with Sun Solutions Tinting, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday go to my normal day job, and kind of like transition, you know, and for saying thanks or being, allowing me to you know, work both, essentially. You know, I would be giving my normal day gig the Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, but those are, you know, those are big money days. Those are big money days. And so I'm kind of torn between the two and what I want to do. And it puts me in between a rock and a hard place too, because I mean, for the most part, Sun Solutions is doing well. It's doing well, you know. So I put in about $500. We did $500 in advertising. I turned a set of taillight tints into $1,000 home flat glass gig. Now, granted, it took me 12 hours to do it, but you know, I was able to charge $1,000 for that, which was awesome. You know, I did a couple headlight restorations, 150, 200 bucks a piece. A set of taillights, another 150. So let's call that 450. Let's call it 500. Let's make 1,500. And then this weekend was a really great weekend. I was able to, I did some flat glass. I did a cross promotion and did some flat glass with Martin from Alligator Window Tint. And I made about a little over 400 bucks on that day, which is nice. And then the following day, I had 2 cars that I did on Sunday that were both getting my high-end ceramic, which is $599. And I'll get into that pricing in a second here. But I made another 1,200 bucks. So for the first month in operating and starting in the worst month possible, like, not only, I mean, I really only invested $500 into advertising, and I made, you know, whatever that was, it's 12 and 4 is 16 plus another 15, so a little over $3,000 So which is good. It's not great, but it's good. It's good. I mean, it's a step into the right direction. Now granted, I don't think those were all pretty much like word of mouth. Oh, and I did book another, I do have a another flat glass gig for like $750 or $800 or something like that in the middle of May. That would have been this last weekend, but the timing wasn't right or whatever. But I don't think I got any actual work from the Facebook ads. This was all like word of mouth, and then just, you know, one person talked to one person, and I had like one of the dealership that sold me my van actually threw me a lead, which was kind of awesome as well. So again, I'm still working on the Facebook ads, seeing what works there. So we made a little bit of money, but like I said, like even just on Saturday and Sunday, between, you know, a small helping out with a small flat glass gig and a couple cars on Sunday, that was like $1,600 right there, right? And if I worked 3 days at my normal gig, that would have been like 600. So that's kind of where, like, I feel like this is the busiest time, and this is where you got to go and get after it, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of torn. I don't know. This is still in the beginning aspects. I think that if and when it goes through, then I'm just gonna I have to make a decision in regards to what I want to do and how I want to focus those funds, because essentially it's like, you know, it's able, you know, it's working capital is very important. You don't have to stress so much, and you can kind of breathe a little bit and whatnot. So it's going to be interesting how that's going to work out. So I hope you guys are doing well. For those of you guys that are going back into work, I know a lot of you guys started opening back your shops either this week or you're planning on doing it next week. So good luck to all of you guys. I hope everyone goes back to normal and everything's just fine and dandy. Keep in mind, if you guys had any questions, concerns, shout outs, criticisms, feel free to type it in the chat, and then I'll be able to go ahead and answer them for you. Jeff H, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the live stream. Daniel Reyna, I think the near future's dubious at best, with indications the virus may become worse, or they are expecting a second wave this fall. The economy may go to the pots. Ugh, right? So just like you know, Daniel Reyna just mentioned right here, and this is why I love you guys being able to see this right here. So dubious at best by Daniel Reyna. So I don't know, that's, you know, with COVID possibly having a second run in the fall, the future is very sketch right now, very sketch. So, you know, and the wifey still thinks that maybe, you know, maybe this is just a way, because the original goal was to eventually get to like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on my own, right? So, and maybe this just gets me to that path is just a little bit quicker, you know, and still stay there. That way I have like 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door, and it's kind of helping out everybody. So I think that would be the smarter play, instead of, you know, putting all my eggs in one basket and just kind of going for it. Especially considering there's no like stability in the economy right now. You know, it can crash and burn, and it could be bad in a bad way. So just drink some water here. I hope you all doing well. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I had something else. Let me see here real quick. Oh, you guys might have seen I don't know what I was doing. So I got in here at like 8 o'clock, and I was piddling around with a couple different things, you know, getting the chat up right here, and doing a couple other little things. And I don't know what I did or how I did it, but somehow I turned on the live stream. Somehow, I don't know how, and I streamed to YouTube and both Facebook groups, and it was just like me clicking around with the thing, and then I look at the camera and I'm like, what? And then I ended up having to stop it. So if you guys saw that, that's funny. I deleted all the footage now, so it really was like a 30-second video. Let me go through the Facebook group, see if there's anything here, anything popping up. Oh yeah, so here's a good one here. I did see this afternoon, and I shared it. It's from a buddy of mine, Rick Coslow here. So if you look right here, 3M Platinum Prestige Dealer, Sarasota, Florida. So if you're looking, if you live in the Sarasota, Florida area, currently looking for a full-time flat glass installer, must have valid driver's license, 5 years of experience, pass school background check. Obviously they're doing schoolwork and whatnot. And then you can call right here as well if you guys are interested in that. So if you're interested, people are hiring, so you can get on it. You can get on it. Facebook user, LOL, yup, you effed up. Where did I F up? Oh, did I mess up from like, oh, chat and Eric, what's going on, brother? I hate it. It calls it Facebook user, and this is from the group itself, and I don't know why it doesn't give me the names of people. It just kind of like, it just says Facebook user. That's annoying. Oh, you guys can see this as Facebook user. Oh, the live stream. Yeah, I know I messed it up a little bit. So, and I had a couple people watching me, so oopsie. That I do have to look this up and see how I can switch it, because I'm looking at it on like the actual like on the Facebook feed. So Eric, what's going on, brother? I was just talking about your live stream, man. Really good Tint Wiz today. I was very interested in watching. I was able to watch like the first like 10 minutes, and then I had to get off. So I'll be watching that again very shortly. Hi from Puerto Rico. What is going on, brother? What is going on? Okay, let me see if this is... Oh, this is why. Okay, so the Facebook group, which has got a lot of people, and you can't share that link. It's this Facebook user because it's a private group. That's why. That makes more sense. And then I can see like Anthony is on the Facebook group, on the Facebook business page, and then that's why I can see their name. What do you guys think? What's your thoughts on that? For those of you guys that are watching, what's your thoughts on turning the Facebook group, Window Tinting Business, the Facebook group, the one with like 5,000 members? What's your thoughts on turning the group public, because it is private right now? So I don't know. I don't know if that is, a deal breaker for some people. I kept it private because I just wanted to, I try to want to keep like the riffraff out and whatnot. But I think if I make it public, like anyone can join and come in and out. I don't know. Jeff from YouTube said, do you have any cars this week? I have a car booked for Sunday. So what I'm really working right now is, the idea right now is that I'm trying to book as much work as I can on Sundays. And then when I feel comfortable with booking enough work on Sunday and I can start spilling over to Monday, then I can afford to take Monday off from my day job to be able to fill that with work from Sun Solutions and still make enough money for what I need to make per day, obviously, so that I can go ahead and support my family, obviously, right? So as of right now, I have 1 gig on Sunday. I don't see that I'm going to do a lot of work this Sunday, considering this Sunday is Mother's Day. I'm going out and doing a windshield, and I'm doing a windshield for like, it's good. It's high quality stuff. So I'm doing a windshield for like $250. Nah, keep it private. Daniel Reyna says, keep it private. There we go. Hey man, anyone can read the discussions, but it's a comment post on public group. You need to join and to control who joins. Okay, so anyone can read the discussions, but it's a comment post on a public group. You need to join and would still be able to control who joins. Oh, thanks, Matt. Matt from YouTube, let me know. So I guess I still have control of people. You just, and you can see it. It's what I just fucking read. Sorry. It's just what I read. What's your day job? Chad M5 says, what's your day job? My day job is a window tinter, but I work for someone else. So I work for a tint shop in Lutz, and which is good, and I get paid very well. It's just that I want to make more money and I want to work for myself. So yeah. I like the sound of it being a public group. Okay, yeah. So that's Daniel Carrera. Hi from Chicago, Chi-Town. What's up, brother? I didn't mean to miss you there. So now that you guys know that, that aspect, like we can still control who's in the groups. We can control who comments it, but then the comments and the posts are going to be able to be public, which I don't think that's a bad thing. I wouldn't think that's a bad thing. Anthony says leave it private so that commentate from real installers. Yeah, okay. Well, again, you can't comment if you're not a part of the group. You can't comment. Turning it public just means that you're able to go ahead and see postings within the group. So but Chad M5, I appreciate you saying that. You're bringing more value. I appreciate that. I do. Plus I'm willing to train other tinters and doing other things like that. There's just a lot more opportunity being out on my own. Not only can I tint cars, but I also I'll be able to do live streams for the YouTube channel. I'll be able to produce more content. I'll be able to manufacture DSP when it's slower. I'll be able to do I got other plans with dry shrink prep and the website, bigger things coming in the future. So I'm always moving and grooving and trying to figure out what the next step is. I have an idea. I'm trying to get like $4,000 together because I want like a basically it's a mobile podcast system and setup. So, but like I'm talking professional grade, I'm talking about Rode boom arms and Rode mics, and I want a 4-person setup with headphones, the whole nine, and that way I could travel to different places and meet different people, like John from the window tint school in Jacksonville to I don't know, Tommy Silva in Hawaii, to Mike Sanchez in Texas. I'd love to travel to Oregon and talk to Stan Foster. Like I'd love that. I mean, I would love to just travel the country and just talk to these big, these big swinging dicks of window tint. I mean, that's what they are, right? I mean, they're amazing people. So I got ideas and things that I want to do, and unfortunately working at a shop, it like limits me, right? Like I work there 7 to 8 hours a day, but it's an hour away. So I'm literally, my days for working are 9 to 10 hours a day, and then on top of that, when I get home, that's when I have to do YouTube stuff. I have to do dry shrink prep stuff. I have to do Sun Solutions stuff. I have to do everything else. So I never stop working. I need a few people like you. It's, and that's another thing. If I have my own location, right? Get this. So if I have my own location, I can literally shut the shop down for a week during the winter time when it's typically slower, and I can run, a 5 to 10 man training class. I have the opportunity to do that if I'm out on my own. Also I had ideas where, if you own a shop and you have a crew, but like let's say your shop isn't as effective as it could be, right? Check out and evaluate your shop. Do your tinters, can they run at least 4 to 5 cars in a day? Are they averaging an hour and a half to 2 hours per car? Are you paying them a good amount, and are they making you a proper investment, a return on your investment? I'd love to be able to go into window tint shops and assess their business and show them how to be more profitable, show their tinters how to increase their production, to streamline their setup and their systems, and doing a number of different things. So I have so many ideas like in my head, and it's just like I want to take one thing at a time, but like I need time. That's the biggest factor. I don't have any time to do any of that. So that's what this whole Sun Solutions tinting project is all about. Matt from YouTube from Tint Stuff says, I'm not sure if Discover is much better on a public group, but I don't see any reason to have a private Facebook group. There are no secrets. Anyone can join any group if they really wanted to, tinter or not. This is true. And I can kind of, okay, yeah, that's true. That makes sense, Matt. Here in the island, oh, Anthony, here in the island, we are working by appointment. We are distributor, and we have seen that these last 2 weeks business has started to move despite what is happening. Absolutely. And Daniel Rain, are you Filipino, or are you Google translating Tagalog? I don't know. Oh, hello. And on YouTube, if you guys aren't aware either, let's look that up too. Hold on. YouTube Tint Wiz. Oh my god. Oh no, I am subscribed. I totally thought I was looking up Tint Wiz because they have a YouTube channel. I totally thought I wasn't subscribed for a split second, but it's totally subscribed. But this is the video that I was talking about here. Just that was just posted up here on YouTube as well. The same thing. The Facebook live stream was uploaded to Facebook as well. So you guys can check that out. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. And you have options here too. You know, so you can personalize this and get personal notifications. I don't know. I just hit all. So if you guys aren't on Facebook watching it, then you can get on YouTube and watch it there. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And look, I mean, he's on Tint Wiz 65. You know, Eric's been like, he's been crazy with this shit. I love it. And he talks to everyone. It's amazing. You know, Harry from Veloce, Matt over here, we've seen him. I mean, the co-founder of American Standard Window Films. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on. So make sure to get a hold of that. Make sure to be a part of that shit, because it's awesome stuff. What can I say? Oh, okay. So I speak 5 languages. Dang, bro. Dang. I love your podcasts. Yeah, Eric's podcasts are awesome. Okay, so let's talk about a couple different things. So like, okay, so my original prices on Sun Solutions was $199, $349, $699. Okay, those prices have changed, and I don't know if it was a coincidence or not, but like I got a dozen leads, and again, I'm working and I'm feeling out what works and what doesn't work. I got about a dozen leads and no biters, and I am targeting top 50% in income within the area, top 25 to 10, top 5, top 10, and educated people. And I just wasn't getting enough bites. So I think my prices were a little too ambitious, a little too high, especially with a new business. I have no Google reviews. I have no Yelp reviews. I have nothing, right? So if people want to research me, there's really nothing out there for me. So I scaled back my prices slightly. So I went from $199 down to $189 to get it a little bit below 200. And then my $349 I went down to $299, and then my $699 I went down to $489, and then I brought it up to $599. But when I changed to those price points, I started closing more. Plus I did, like, my windshield was $169 or $369, and I brought it down to $129 and $249. And once I changed those prices, more work was starting to come in. And I think those are still high enough that I can like weed out the garbage. You know, I don't want like shitty old cars, and I don't want to deal with shitty people. You know, in a perfect world, I'm assuming that people are willing to pay more money for a product or a service, that they're, you know, they got their lives a little bit more together. So I might say certain things like, I'm only gonna do this or I'm only gonna do that, but I'm very fluid as well. Like, I'm gonna do this, but if it doesn't work, I'm gonna change the shit up until it works for what I need it to work. Daniel Reyna says, Matt, when's your live stream? Well, Matt was gonna live stream with me, but then hell, I didn't even get home until 6:30. Tint Pro says you don't even want to fuck with Yelp. You know what? It's weird. Around here, Yelp is nothing. Not nothing. Google reviews, probably Facebook groups, likes, and things of that nature. But like in Austin, Texas, no, not Austin, Texas. San Antonio, where we were at a couple years ago. I mentioned this in a previous live stream. We were at 10th Avenue and we were talking to the owners, and Yelp was like, you have to be like top notch on your game. If you're not good in Yelp, you're dead in the water, apparently. So it does differ in depending in the different markets that you're in. But yeah, I can see that. Maybe it just Tint Pro, maybe it just doesn't work for you, or doesn't work within your market, your demographic, your area. I'm not 100% sure. I do know Yelp works for some people, and again, it's marketing. It doesn't work for everyone, right? I feel like I have to adjust my thing here. So and that's good, and that's what, sometimes that's what marketing is, right? It's like the 80-20 rule, like shotgun shit out there, right? You're gonna get 80% of your work from 20% of your leads, or things of that nature, right? So especially when you're first starting out, shotgun some different types of marketing, and that's what I probably should do. I don't have deep pockets right now, right? So I'm trying to like throw as much eggs into one single basket as I can, but like do a little guerrilla marketing, maybe like pay for a little league sponsorship for your banner to be out in the outfield. Schools in car lines, schools will sell portions of their fence, and you can put business banners up on the fence so that when the school, when people go through the car line, they can see your banners. Just try a number of different things and see what works, and what you notice that starts working, that's, you just fucking keep doing that shit. Keep doing that. Okay. And also, I've been known to say, and so like, I'm not a crazy prideful person, right? So if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm sorry, and I'll say I'm wrong, and it is what it is. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't like to be wrong, and I like to be right, and I try to speak on things that I know about, so I don't look like I don't look like an asshole. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and things of that nature. So I showed up to a gig this Sunday, $600 gig. 2020 Nissan Maxima, and in my head, if someone's gonna pay me $600 to tint their car for the sides and the back, in my head, that they're gonna have a garage, they're gonna have this, they're gonna have a setup, I'm gonna have to talk to security at a security gate before I can get into the neighborhood. Yeah, no. I was out in the country, and there was nothing wrong with country folk, don't get me wrong at all. They had a nice plot of land, they had a decent house, no garage. And the car, and they were sweet. Like, they put it under a big oak tree, so it was in the shade, so it was out of the sun. And she drug out a extension cord, but there was no garage. And this is where, like, maybe if a few years down the road, I got a little bit more panache, I'm a little bit more grounded, I have a little bit more work in, some more skin in the game in regards to like a seasoned business, maybe I'd tell him no, or we'd find something else. I told him yes. I'm not going to say no to a $600 job. Let's not be crazy here, right? But I ended up tinting the damn thing outside. But it was fine. It looked fine. I reverse rolled the back window. I waited for the breeze. There was a slight breeze, but I waited for that to die down before I pulled the liner and sprayed half of it, pulled the other liner, sprayed the other half, and blah blah blah. And then I pulled my van to the side to try to block as much sun and as much wind as possible. So for tinting outside, it was a fairly good job. But you just have to be like, I have to be flexible. I've said that I'm not going to tint outside, and I remember one of the first jobs I did in Florida, it was like a fleet work, and I was working on 5 different trucks, and I was going to make like $800 or $900 off these trucks. But they didn't have a garage, and I'm like, screw it. I ended up doing the windshield outside, the whole 9. So I might even do a live stream or record it, because that windshield I'm supposed to be doing this weekend is supposed to be outside. Now I have to double check, because the weather says that Sunday is supposed to be rainy, so we're gonna have to see on that one. Yeah, I don't want to do older cars at lower prices. I don't want to do that. And Daniel Rain is right. You know, he says sell yourself, you sell your expertise, the type of film you're installing. Ceramics really taking off, self-selling itself. Yeah, that's right. You know, I had the job I did this weekend. The client was like, do you have any of that ceramic, that new stuff? I'm like, I have 2 ceramics. Let me talk to you about the options we have. So, I mean, you are right. You know, and it's weird. Like, did I pull the trigger too soon? You know, was I advertising, you know, like during this whole crazy pandemic? I don't know yet. I don't have the answers. I wish I did. Yeah, any job you do, you are putting your reputation on the line. Absolutely. And I don't think I'm gonna look at that car on Sunday, and I'm gonna definitely tell you how that job, how the install turned out. But I'm very confident that the install was good. I did, you know, I took my time shrinking it. You know, I waited for the breeze to get down, and I reverse rolled it, so it's not like I'm exposing the film, you know, the big fat windows. You know, I even bottom loaded. I was taking door panels off and bottom loading. So I think, I mean, I agree with you. You know, you're putting your reputation online with every job that you do. So like, I would never let like dog shit just go and be like, oh fuck it, maybe they'll just let it pass and it'll be fine. I would try not to do that. And the thing is too, if it's that crappy, if you got to think, I wonder if they're gonna think I should redo it or not. If you think that, then you should probably redo it. Here's the reason why. Save yourself time. That's it. Save yourself time. To redo it right now, it will take no effort to pull that film off. You will leave 0 adhesive. You're already there. It's going to cost you a little bit more time, a little bit more film. If you think, you know what, maybe they like it. Maybe I can get by. Maybe I can squeak by. Maybe you can. But most likely you're not, because if you're like, they're probably going to see it, right? Now you're going to have to turn around and either go back to them or schedule them to come back to you. It's going to be more than a week or so, right? So when you pull the film off, you're going to pull the film off. It's going to take harder. It's going to be harder to pull the film off. It's going to be harder to get the adhesive off. You're going to have to redo it anyways. You're going to have to you're going to end up spending more time, same material, just more time. So if there's something messed up, just redo it right then and there, especially a back window. Like some people, they're like, maybe we'll let it go. Maybe we'll see what happens. No, don't do that, because you're going to spend 3 hours stripping and retinting that back window. Just take care of it right there and then. Preach. Jeff. Appreciate it, brother. Here's the trick. Daniel Reyna, here's a little tidbit from Daniel Reyna. So here's the trick. From one job, get multiple leads. Their friends, family, coworkers. Always tell them to give you reviews are like gold. Yelp, Google. Yes. Okay, I do have to do that. How long have you been in business? Anthony asked me. I've been in business since February. I've been tinting windows for starting 5 years in October. Starting 5 years in October. I'm on year 4. So I'm trying to do as much as I can in regards to providing a quality service and whatnot. So one thing that I am doing here as well. Oh, Daniel Reyna with the $10 super chat.
Chatted $9.99.
Woohoo! Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate the support. So one thing after every single job, because I'm getting their name and I'm getting their addresses and things like that. I went and got these. I got like a 40 stack from like Target. I don't know where they are. They're just thank you cards. I don't know if you guys can see that. They're thank you cards. Very simple. I'm just gonna write in here, thank you very much for your business. We really appreciate it. Blah blah blah. And maybe I'll throw in some extra business cards in here if you know anyone that might be interested or might be able to use our services. Thank you very much. I throw that in here. I put their address on here. I throw an envelope on there. I stick it in the mail. I am sending one to every single one. And I mean, it's like little things like that. Like I'm personable. I'm nice. I show up in a professional looking van. I dress professionally. I have matching hat, matching gear, and things of that nature. So I'm trying to present myself as professionally as possible and give a quality experience, and hopefully, you know, that will, you know, word of mouth and people just, you know, just referring. But you are right, Daniel. I got to get people to give reviews for sure. Facebook user, what's the average time you finish a car? Depending, it's Ali Muhammad. What's the average time you finish a car? It depends on the type of vehicle, but on average, I can typically do a car about an hour to an hour and a half if I'm going to be plotting it. If I'm going to be hand cutting it, it's going to be about an hour and a half to 2 hours. But I never worry about time. I just worry about the cleanliness of installation. You know, as long as the installation's clean and good, then that's what, I don't care how long it takes me to do it. So I hope that answers your question, sir. You tint like you've been doing it for 15 years in my view. Daniel, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Well, I eat, sleep, and breathe window tinting. You know, when I'm tinting, when I'm not tinting at the shop, I'm tinting for myself, or I'm making tint videos, or I'm doing live streams about tinting, or I'm making tint products, or I'm selling tint products. Like, I eat, sleep, live. I bleed tint. I have tint tattoos. I'm a tint nutball. All right, how long have we been going? I want to check here. Woo. Okay, we're right at 54 minutes. Uh-oh. Are we slowing down? Uh-oh. How we doing? Hold on. Let me know in the chat, guys. How are we doing? I think we're doing fine. Am I lagging or anything? Let me know in the chat. No, I don't think so. Sorry. My monitoring stuff was good, but then I'm watching I'm monitoring on different things, on different Facebook groups, on different YouTube channels, and for some reason they all like paused, and I'm like, did anything happen? All right, cool. We're all good. Excellent. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, we've almost been going for an hour, and I like to try to keep it at an hour. We have 13 people on YouTube. We have another 10 people on Facebook between the two groups. So about 23 people. Not too shabby. Let me know, guys, if you guys have any questions, concerns, shout outs, go ahead and spit them out now. Let's go ahead and knock out some questions, and you know, the last 5-10 minutes, and then we'll call it an evening. And I will be back next week. I'll be back next week. Today is Tuesday. I tried to do a live stream yesterday, and for some reason from the shop, my GoPro was not working. For some reason my GoPro would not connect to my phone, and it needs to connect to my phone before I can stream it, and my GoPro is connected to Wi-Fi at the shop, so I don't know what the hell was going on. I tried to do a live stream. I didn't. It's not live, but I did record it, so I am going to be posting a video on tinting a Toyota Camry, one of the newer versions, and you'll see that coming up. Let's see here. Ali Muhammad says, how do you market your business? I have a Facebook business page, and I am doing Facebook target marketing as of right now. Once I start get the ball rolling, and I start getting more work in, I will start expanding my marketing options and kind of seeing what works for me, and what brings me more money and more jobs. Window tinting live, cleaning up the shop myself. Good day for me, watching you on the TV. Good shows as always. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you. Some years ago, I'd offer one free job if customer gave definite leads and completed 5 jobs. Whew. Man, I had good success. Oh, Jeff, what's going on, brother? Jeff from Tint Lights in the live stream. Great video, great people and topics as always. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fresh off the presses. Y'all ready for this one? Y'all ready for this one? Screen share. Opening up the Discord server again with a plan. So Matt's opening up his Discord server. So go ahead and check that out. Copy link address. Go ahead and put it here. There is the link address to Matt's Discord server. So go ahead and join that puppy. He's always got some shit going on. That's what I love about Matt, is just like him and me, and just like we always got things going on, trying to figure out how to make it better, how to be different, how to stand out. So what brand do you use? Anthony asked, what brand do I use? For Sun Solutions Tinting, which is my personal business, the one right here, I'm exclusively using Solar FX window films, and I use their Carbon FX lineup, I use their IR FX lineup, and their FX Plus lineup, and that is my good, better, best. I'm exclusive with Auto. In regards to flat glass films, I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm seeking options right now. I'm looking into XPEL, I'm looking into Johnson, I'm not looking into Lumar, and a couple other options. I'm just looking for some simple stuff, some frost. I'm not trying to get into security. Some frost, maybe some anti-graffiti, dual reflective, and things of that nature. Just the simple stuff. Just try to get the low-hanging fruit and make some money, honey. You know what I'm saying? How many customers do you feel ads on the get opposed to? Oof, hold on. That's a question right there. Hold on. How many customers do you feel you get on ads to get opposed to posting ads in groups for free? I don't typically post for free. I try to do sponsorship ads. I try not to advertise myself into a group, because if I am the owner, I'm advertising myself. Number one, most of the time the owner of the group will most likely block it and warn me or kick me out of the group. So what I do is I try to I'll either do advertising, right? I'll do sponsored advertising, or I'll have people do it, right? If it's different, like I would never share this live stream. Like, let's say you're watching on Facebook, right? I would never share this live stream to other groups because it's very invasive, right? But if you're watching this on live stream and you wanted to add it to another window tinting group, or window tinting business, or window tinters united, or window film pros, if someone else added it, it looks more engaging and it's so much less invasive. So that's why it's important that you guys share because yeah. What I am gonna do is I am gonna take a page out of Matt's bug right there. I am gonna take a page out of Matt's book. So I have this live stream set up. Not only do I have it set up where, here, and I'll show you right here. Can I show you? I think I can. Ooh, I don't know if I can actually. Screen share? Yeah, I can. Oh no, I can't. It does this weird thing right here. So this is what my my stuff will look like. But here on the right, I'm on YouTube and I'm on 2 Facebook groups, but I can be on Sun Solutions here. So the idea is that when I am live streaming, that I am going to be live streaming to my group as well, and then hopefully I will post or get some local advertising because of that. I'll take that, and then obviously I'll tell people and I'll talk to people as well, and they can share the groups, they can share the newsfeed locally, things like that. Get people excited, like people that I'm tinting their cars, they can share that within groups or watch it themselves. So I'm trying a whole bunch of different things, seeing what works really. Of course, the second I want to start leaving, the numbers bump up and there's like twice as many people watching now. What the hell is going on? So One service that I am going to be adding to Sun Solutions Tinting is professional headlight restoration. And I just I want to be able to provide services and diversify the business, but still stay within the automotive aftermarket industry. I don't want to be doing some crazy stuff where I'm offering everything, right? But if I think I can offer a service at a premium level, then yeah, I don't want to get like 3M restoration kits from like AutoZone and then offer headlight restorations, right? So I did get a 3-inch dual action polisher, and then I also got a sanding discs, and I'm gonna wet sand. So sanding discs at a 1,000 grit, 2,000 grit, and 3,000 grit sandpaper, and I'm gonna wet sand headlights. And then I also got a spray gun, an air controlled spray gun, and I'm gonna be doing clear coats over it to clear it over. I've researched the shit out of this, and it looks amazing. It looks amazing. And realistically, it could take maybe a couple hours to do a pair of headlights, and you can sell them for what I watched a video today that you can sell them for about 70% of whatever the OEM headlight replacements would be. So let's just say I happened to watch a YouTube video, and the guy was doing a Land Rover, and the Land Rover headlights were, let's just call them $500 each, so $1,000 for the pair. So he was charging $700 to redo these headlights. But it's kind of a good sell too, right? So it's either $700 for me to redo them, or you can spend $1,000 to get a new set, and then you're gonna have to pay someone labor to dismantle, remove your old one, and put in a new one. So you're probably going to be in the $1,500 to $1,600 range, possibly, depending, right? It depends on what the labor costs for the shop or whatever. So $700 for me to restore them to brand new, and then you don't have to dismantle or do anything, or you can go buy new ones and then pay someone to install the new ones, and you're going to end up paying more than double. So I think that's a really good angle, and I think it's something that I can do and do really well. So I'll be unveiling all the products once I get it in. I'll be unveiling all the products, showing you what clear coat I'll be using, and the entire process. So, and PPF works great for headlight restoration. Sand them and install PPF. That's correct, but the problem is with paint protection film, Lumar's paint protection film, it's expensive. You're probably in the $4 per square foot, and that's your cost. So the way that I'm gonna do it, like, so let's just say it's around $4 a square foot. So let's just say you have a 1 foot by 2 foot headlight, right? You're gonna spend at least $20 just on the PPF, not including the sand discs or anything else, right? So the way that I'm gonna do it, it will cost me anywhere between $5 and $10 total for both headlights. So my consumables will be probably less than $10 total, and then I'll be able to charge stupid amounts. And that's that's pretty much it. With paint protection film, I could do that, but then my consumables are a lot higher. And once you get into crazy curved, and paint protection film, especially on headlights, when you know what you're doing, which I can do that. It takes a little bit more work for a crazy contoured glass or crazy contoured headlight or something like that, and being able just to spray a hard coat over it, I think it's going to be a lot easier and more cost effective. And again, I'll show you some of these videos that I'm going to be doing and we do tons of restorations, except for we cover it with PPF instead of clear coat. Yeah. And you know what? And I'll try it. The research that I've done is that I'm going to use a 3M 1,000 grit sandpaper. And this is all going to be wet sanded. 1,000 grit, 2,000 grit, and then 3,000 3M Taz something pad. It's a wet sanding. It's a really, really fine wet sand pad. And then I'm going to be using a hard coat to go over it. And that's the plan so far. Now, if I do it and it looks like garbage, or I think it could look better, or maybe paint protection film would be easier to do, or ends up with a better looking product, then I can switch to that and make that assessment. But you know, I want to try one thing first and kind of see how it goes, and then kind of go from there. You could restore, then protect, you know. And I offer paint, you know, and the thing is that I also offer paint protection film on headlights as well. So, you know, I just, you know, people that have new cars and want to protect their headlights, do that off the rip already. So both ways are super profitable for sure. Yeah. And you know what, with headlight restoration, I thought it wasn't possible. I thought it was not possible because I never thought to wet sand. I never really put I didn't dig deep into the rabbit hole, but I thought it was dry and not wet. And so I never thought that you could do headlights within a tint shop because of the dust that's accumulated. But if it's all wet sanded, then you're good to go. There is no dust. So Trizac, thank you. Auto styling, appreciate it, brother, appreciate it. Thank you, Trizac. That's what it was. It's a popular 3M one. So all right, guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and close it out at this time. I'm trying to get Matt on a live stream with me. It's just that I gotta do it a little bit earlier. So I'll see what Matt's schedule is next week on Tuesday, and we might do like a 6 p.m. live stream instead of a 9 p.m. live stream, just because Matt wants to get things done just a little bit earlier. He's got family shit and stuff to do, so it's like, I get it. Cool. So hopefully maybe I can get Matt on the horn next week, and we can go ahead and just shoot the shit and see how it's all going. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked the live stream, whether on YouTube, whether on Facebook groups, it doesn't matter. Yeah, give it a thumbs up, like it, share it wherever and everywhere. And I think that's it. Any last things? Success to all. Yes, I love y'all. Be safe. I'll talk to y'all soon.